we can finally show off the rack on a live too. If you can't tell, I may have had a couple gins. It's been a family party today. I rushed back from an hour away to get back for this live because guess what? I appreciate all of you watching as always. And this is my dedication really. I come back to entertain you all. So here we are. Will the drinks be flowing during the live? Maybe. Will the chicken strips and chips start on the way for the delivery? Maybe. Will Minx be wandering around in the background? Of course she will. Here she is. Come here. Snip the finger. I've got a better idea. You ready to see some entertainment? She loves hair clips. There you go. That's an entertaining way to start the live, isn't it? With a little splash of hay fever on the side.
Oh, this looks so orange. Oh my god.
Right. Hi everyone. You right, Hooked? Nice to see you, mate. You've all just missed out on Minx chasing a hair clip. But what you aren't missing out on is a bit of iron brew with
peach gin.
Peach gin.
Iron brew.
Peach iron brew. So the Nessie nectar, which is peach flavoured, with a peach gin.
Can I have a taste?
You're more than welcome to have a taste, Mia.
Okay.
Hey, Joe. Did you pour double?
Damn.
It's strong, isn't it?
It's quite sweet though.
Yeah, it's nice, it's strong. Currently ripping the carpet out the room. Damn. How come you're doing that? Are you thinking of putting another carpeting plant in the tank? Hey, Johnny. Nice to see you, mate. I'll be seeing you soon. 9 people in here, damn. Good job I rushed back from Southport. There's a 15 people, damn. Everyone double tap your screen now, like it. So, I rushed back from Southport. Went to see a family member, it was a birthday party. Was enjoying a couple drinks. Looked at the time, was like, oh God, need to get back. So, I'm back. 20 people. Am I famous today? Expecting you outside me win. Now I'll be seeing you when I'm up in July, hopefully. Might even get some bits from the shop because obviously I'm going to be setting up another 15 litre, so you never know. But let's actually pan the camera out. We now have the rack. Isn't that nice to see? You can finally see the rack on a live. Got ourselves a nice Monstera too. Got the Roma there. It's all coming together. Slowly but surely. Yeah, gonna give another go. Wasn't growing great without full CO2. Yeah, I've noticed I've added CO2 and the Monte Carlo starts carpeting. Without it, it was very slow. Very, very slow. But I've added a bit of CO2 to this, although I need to top up the canister. I've run out of the tablets. Or my friend Joe, who's in here, is probably going to give me a slap on the face and tell me to add some, what's the name? Carbonate. Is it carbonate? No. Baking soda, that's it. He's going to tell me the baking soda solution to put inside the CO2 canister. But yeah, let's finally take this round on a live. The rack, why not? We're all here, aren't we? I'm sure. Beforehand, I'll do a recap. Here's the Roma. No more CO2. CO2's been moved over. Combating a bit of algae on that boost. That's about it. Everything seems fine. Getting a load of runners coming around. How many times have you hurt yourself on them spikes? Once or twice. The amount of times I ran over them on that chair, though, I can't count. Yeah, the blue Emperors, they're doing great. We've got our Zebra Otto. We've got our L236 somewhere in here. We've got our Mini Snowball L471. We've got a Pistogram Benchy somewhere. He's went hard and I seen him a second ago. Food's arrived. There you go. Pop that to the side. Yeah, mukbang. You've robbed me Crocs. Put the Crocs back on. I'm doing great, Steve. Thanks for popping in. Right. Here's the tanks. You've seen the aquascapes. If you haven't already, check the channel out. Check the new aquascapes out. So we've got our Pothos here. Got our glass cleaner by NT Labs. We've got a review coming out. Going to be filming that probably tonight, tomorrow. It's going to come out probably Friday or something like that on the Optimus and Satis. I've used both these products to cycle, or should I say, maintain the cycle on both these tanks, and it has done the trick. So I'll give you a full verdict on that. Thank you very much, Fish Fam. So I know people were crying and moaning and saying, oh, the scape was beautiful, but it looks so ugly because of them pipes. Well, there you go, look at the pipes. Glass, not glass, the plastic. But you've got clear pipes, clear tubing. Looks a lot nicer, doesn't it? No cleaning tonight. Yep, no maintenance tonight. I done that the other day, mate. But yeah, if anybody can sex these lovely, jubbly Crokengrami, let me know if they're sexable size just yet. We do also have, if you give me a moment, got some fish frying here, if you can see. They are some rice fish. They were gifted to me by Joe, and I'm going to probably move them into one of these tanks soon in a breeding container. For the time being though, they're just going to get a couple of water changes with a bit of food going on. I've started, now I can't stop. Yeah, that's usually the case when you do maintenance on one tank, then the other, and the other, and the other. You know the score. But yeah, tank's doing great, fish all healthy. We've got chunky honeycomb woodcats, they're doing great. And yeah, loads of stuff going on. So I'm hoping, been speaking with Matt, looking on next month for a collaboration. Just waiting for him to get back on the dates that I've said. And we should hopefully be doing a video with Fish Up Matt next month. I'd like to think so. Let's put us on a tripod again after our ADHD kicked in. Here we go. Right. Mukbang time, I'm hungry. / thirsty. So what's everyone been up to? How are we all doing? How are we enjoying the content? Let me know. Are you enjoying the videos? Do you think it could be better? The fish tank, thanks for the fish. Do you think it could be worse? We love you. Huh? Oh, we love you too. Hey Mia, you sent a little cake out?
Who?
Umami?
I said on the note, we love you and mommy. That's
Right,
so cute.
shout out to Umami. But we love you, and they gave us a little cake and said we love you too.
Can I take a picture of that?
Yeah, shout out Umami. Hang on. We've got to do a little
That is so cute.
yeah, shout out Umami. We ordered our food, and we're very happy.
Yeah, look. Yeah. It's on here. Look.
You put love you Umami, and they sent a little cake back. Hey, that's quality quality ordering there. We've ordered from this place so many times over the past few years, since me and Mia got together as well. Used to love the loads of fries. She got me some food before the live because, of course, I'm quite hungry. Had a couple of drinks, having another drink now. Some gin in this. Quality Scapes, thank you so much, Steve. I'm happy with the scapes. Joe done amazing, and I think I've done a good job on the 15 litre. Getting some jungle val and water wisteria in a week. Yeah, hopefully they don't die. That's always a scare, isn't it? When you...
That's it.
It's cake. It's chocolate. You don't like chocolate.
I just want to see it then. Oh my god. That's a halava cake. There you go.
Do you want to pop that to the side for the time being, please?
Yeah.
The 15 litre is your favourite? Oh, wow. Why is it your favourite? Is it just the idea? Any fish you're going for next? Oh, we've got our strips and chips. Mmm. I've left my garlic mayo home, haven't I? No. Chicken strip time. Any fish I'm going for next? Yeah, I've said this for the longest time, you know, Johnny. I want Indian zebra shrimp. I want, I'd like to try gobies maybe. Really want to try Nanacara Bimaculata. Really want to try them. There's so many fish I want to try, but I'm quite limited to tank space, aren't I? Because like, I can get more tanks, but in terms of space for stocking, yeah. Hmm. What?
There you go. So,
Thank you. It's a great mukbang, isn't it? It's not a fish live, is it? But yeah, so I rushed back home to do the live, like I said earlier. And I'm glad I did, because we've got all you people in here. And it's great to see you on a weekly basis and in the comment section in Discord. Yeah, Martin, Mr. G, shout out to you, mate. I know you're not in the Discord at the minute, but we love and appreciate your support as always. Anyone got any suggestions what fish I should keep next? What fish would you like to see me get? Oh, no worries. Might a lullaby tonight, Adam. We'll see if I can get some Indian zebra in for when you're over. Hopefully have tiger shrimp in next week. Oh, great, Johnny. The issue is, Johnny, I'm a little cautious because if I get these Indian zebra shrimp, I know shrimp aren't great in the new setup because I'm going to be getting the tank from Harry and then probably within the same space scaping the tank and putting the shrimp in. And I don't like doing that. I know shrimp can be quite sensitive to it, so yeah, that's my concern. Did you get a picture? Yeah.
yeah, I'm just actually messaging them now to say thank you.
Have you put a story up?
No.
Put a story up. Yeah, shout out Umami. Local business in Liverpool. Been ordering from them for ages. Food is amazing. They've got a store in next to Goodison, the old Everton Stadium. Stripes and chips, damn but alive. Oh, I'm glad you meant strips. Strips and chips, yeah. Thought you were hinting at something else there. I know I'm a bit more energetic. But yeah, if you didn't see the other day as well, I got the privilege to moderate Fish Up Matt's Live. Last Friday it was it, Mia?
Yeah.
Yeah, last Friday I was moderating Fish Up Matt's Live. And Yeah, that was great.
You've already seen it.
I didn't know you were getting getting it from Harry. Yeah, I'm the same with new tanks and trim. Yeah, the only thing I'd think of doing is putting them in like a breeding container. Hey William, I'm doing great. Thank you very much. I'm just gonna move that, blow that candle out.
She's trying to get in the bag.
Yeah, you can get in there here. Put the bag on the floor. Minx is trying to climb in. I'm 30 on Thursday. Well, happy 30th on Thursday, William. I am 25. It's not my birthday. It's not their birthday. Go away, Johnny. Same age, mate. We're halfway to 30. Oh, damn, you're the same age as me, hooked. That's interesting to know, mate. You said you're based not far away from Liverpool, aren't you? Maybe we can sort out some collabs sometime. Youngsters, yeah. Stay is 50, innit? You're young at heart, Stay, aren't you? Just underneath Chester, definitely. That'd be good, yeah. It's always good to collab with other people. It's mad to think that you're 30, Johnny. You don't come across as 30 in a nice way. Not being rude. Because I'm so youthful. Yes, because you're very youthful, Johnny. Is this a mukbang? I feel like it's come across as a mukbang. A drink and alcohol mukbang. I had to stop myself from making a joke there. Yeah. Keep them for the group chat, Johnny. You piss those out. Would have banned yourself. Right. Let's take you so. Why don't we flip the camera to the new aquascapes whilst I'm eating? Because I feel like it's a bit rude that I'm just sat there shoveling food in my mouth whilst you're watching. Here you go. So, Steve, you were saying you prefer the little tank. Do you just think it is a lot neater, or do you just prefer smaller tank scapes? I like this scape. I just think, in my opinion, when it matures more, it'll look nicer. At the moment, it's not looking as good as it could potentially look. Although the hardscape is really nice. Lovely scape, yeah. Joe done an amazing job. Me and him have been messaging back and forth. Of course, he was the main motivation as for me going out my way to go and get the pipes. Had to go and get them pipes because the surface skimmer was just taking up loads. Yeah, the fish have got a lot more swim space and a lot more swim room in this scape. The fish look like they're a lot happier too. They've got a lot brighter colours. I really like the woodcats. I'd love to get more of them. They aren't the cheapest fish though, I'll tell you that. Yeah, I get you. I think the background can fill in more. Maybe the centre too with plants. Only time will tell. I'm going to add more plants. Of course, we've got the CO2 running on it now, which will help. But yeah, for the time being, it's looking a bit empty. I suppose the Roma looked empty too. When you look at the Roma, it's filled in now. It's not fully filled in. It's got room for more filling in, but it's looking good. You're right, Simon. Thanks for popping in. I hope you're doing good, mate. Sorry if I sound like I'm shoveling food down my mouth. The reason is I actually am. Eating some chips. Anyone want a chip? I promise you'll get to see my lovely face once I've eaten my food. I just thought it'd be a bit better for you to watch rather than me just shoveling my mouth with food and drink whilst you watch them. Unless you prefer mukbangs. You look great, mate. Thank you very much. What's everyone's thoughts on the videos? Did you like them? I'm feeling a little critical of the recent video put out on the little tank. I don't know why. I just feel a bit critical because I feel like the video on this was a lot better than that. But let me know what your thoughts are. You're right, Simpson? No, I haven't. The lights are attached to the tanks. Maybe that'll be an adjustment down the line, but for the time being, just using the standard ones as, of course, financially, we're still working our way up the ladder. Thanks very much, Simpson, for the compliment on the scape. Once again, I think Joe is still in here. Yeah, I owe a lot of credit to Joe. He done a lot of the heavy lifting on the scape, which inspired me to do the one above the little tank. His scaping ability is next to none. What are your other plans, mate? More tanks eventually? Yeah. So I'll show you that quick. Let me put my food to the side. Right, so the idea is on this bottom rack, I'm going to get rid of all that junk. All that's just there for now. It's like overspill of fish equipment, fish food, treatment, all that. I've just got it on the bottom row for the time being. Of course, I've got the electricals. They'll be tucked down that. I'm hoping to maybe cable tie these so I can hide them so they're not as visible. The idea is I'm going to have 3 15 litres on the top, keep the Scaper 90 in the mid, on the bottom maybe 2 tanks on either side or one big one. Yeah, I'm just deciding on that. The idea is I can finally beat Adam 7 fish tanks because I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. What do you think I should do with the rack? Yeah, the idea is I want to escape pretty much every tank, but I want to have some breeding going on, of course. What about the top? Is that not getting any? I mean, I could do. The issue is with the top, I'm going to put stuff up there, and whether I put any tanks is a different story, because the accessibility of the tanks here is a bit of pain in the backside. See, look, I'll take this off the tripod real quick. So when I'm trying to do a water change, of course, let me just move the Pothos there. So I've got the lid there, but then when I take that off, and then when I take the light off, I've then got to do a water change, and then I'm hanging it down there. So it's a bit of a pain in the backside with that. And then, of course, I've got 3 tanks that are going to be there, so it's going to be even more of a pain in the backside. And then on top of that, like, if I put something, like, the way I make it easier for me is I lift this MDF board off, and then I can just do a water change. If I take that off and there's something on top, then, I mean, I've only got this little ladder, which I will invest in a bigger ladder. There's no problem with that. It's not too expensive, but climb up here. How am I... Like, how about the OptiClear for the narrow space? OptiClear, is that a tank? Is that like a small narrow tank? I think it is. Sounds familiar. Yeah, look at all these begging for food. We're going to do a live feed in a sec anyway. Obviously, we've got 8 people in here now, so we're probably going to do a live feeding session. That Rotal is doing great, by the way. I think I'm going to take some trimmings and put it in here, in this gap. That new Fluval Beta kit would fit nice in the side gap. What you think on these or down here? See, my biggest concern of setting up a tank on the bottom is, how am I going to appreciate it? Because, like, I can sit on this. Yeah, if I sit on this, I can look at it. But the cat's going to have the best view in the house. Now, I've already got a pain in the backside with the cat. Climbing up on the tanks, climbing up and, you know, winding up the fish, or climbing up on there. You know, that's what the scat mats are for. Am I, aren't I 5'3"? No, I'm 5'10", Johnny, shut up. Hey there, CJ. Oh, thanks for popping in. Oh, I've just noticed that that looks a little low on that side than that. One moment. I'm going to raise this up. That looks a little too high now. Drop that down a little. Right, that looks about right. I've just booted the ladder across the room. Breeding tanks there. Yeah, maybe I'll do the breeding tanks down there. The visually pleasing ones I'll do higher up. Yeah. But what are your thoughts anyway? Anyone able to sex these little guys? Did he look sexable yet, these Croakengrami? Got 9 of them now. I know Joe wants some of them. Anyone want any more? Got a little Pitbull Pleco as well, he's chilling. Speaking of cats, just heard man a street fight. Oh wow, are you letting your cat out already, Johnny? It's only a kitten, isn't it? Still got a couple chips left. Mia, you want some chips? Yeah, there's not many left. Here you go.
Thank you.
No problem. I'm just gonna pass you the... There you go. Right, where's my cake they gave me? Microwave? Let's crack that open. Right, always struggling with Rotala for some reason. Only successfully grown bonsai Rotala in the front. Yeah, I know my friend Harry, the fish keeping Ginge, who no longer makes YouTube content. I know that he grown it really well. Like, it was so successful. I had it in the Scaper 90 before I'd done the rescape. When I first set it up, I had it in the background and it was doing okay for a little bit. Eventually it died off. As to no explanation at all, aside from the fact of bright light, but Harry wasn't running CO2, it was doing perfectly fine. So I don't know what the explanation for that is. I think the camera needs a wipe. There we are. Right. Time to crack into my key. Bit of chocolate on that. You want some left over for you? Okay. Think it needs to be bunched quite tightly. No clue. Yeah, stem plants I've always kind of struggled with. They either initially do amazing or they just don't do good at all. What's everyone's opinions and experience with stem plants? Hey, fantastic. Welcome to the mukbang. Accidental mukbang.
Sounds crunchy.
It is crunchy, yeah. What's your experience with stem plants? Fantastic. I remember stem plants are nice until the first trim, then they go leggy. Yeah, I've noticed that. They do great until you need to trim them. I don't know what it is. I do what everyone says is the right thing to do and it dies off. Yeah, Limnifolia sessiflora does amazing for me. Although I managed to kill it once, which is usually impossible for most people. Hey, Eve Dog, thanks for popping in. Some are great, some are awful. I think they grow differently in everyone's setup. There is no setup way to be successful. I don't know, because I feel like MD Fish Tanks always does amazing with stem plants. Don't you think? Right. I think that's enough cake for me. You struggle more with epiphytes? That is a interesting one. I'll be honest with you. I'm 50-50 with epiphytes. Like, I either do amazing with them. Like, I've had great success with epiphytes on the nano tank. I've had great success with epiphytes the 90 litre before it got BBA. I feel like the downside to epiphytes is that they're so prone to algae. As soon as you get an algae outbreak, you're going to have issues. And that's usually the common issue with epiphytes. Dieback isn't a consistent thing for me with stem plants. I think it's down to just like too much light is usually the case. Pardon me, I'm going to put my cake in the fridge now. Not Johnny out me on the group chat saying, "Oh, I don't know if Adam would be on later. He's eating cake on a live." Listen, Johnny. That is. I usually have mukbangs on lives, to be honest. I think there's like quite a few lives now where it's just complete evidence of me scranning something. But people are still here and watching, so clearly I must be somewhat entertaining. Either that or you're just being really supportive, which I appreciate regardless. Might be with the water he uses. Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. Can't grow Anubias. Yeah. Yeah, I'd agree. I've got BBA currently at the minute, cutting back as we speak. Yeah, BBA, burden, nightmare. Had zero, yeah, touch wood, zero BBA in the setup. Although I've got a bit of that moss ball algae growing on the Bucephalandra. Now that come already on the plant, it was bleach dipped, it survived. Aside from that, nothing at all in that scape. In terms of the new scape over here, the Scaper 90, I'll show you. Right, yo. So we've got BB. Right, I've refreshed it. Can everyone hear me? Can you hear me? I'll flip the camera. Yeah, you've got me back. Okay. Well, there goes all my waffle. I think you missed out on Minx. She's been playing up. Where's the hair clip that I threw for her earlier? Do I give her a treat on the live? Everyone put your vote in now. We're trying to cut Minx down on treats. She's been eating too many treats. Damn. Sounds like you've got an absolute jungle for you there, hooked. Just on Minx cam at the minute. She's staring straight into the camera. Minx! Oh, oh. What are you doing? Into the kitchen she goes. Right. Here we are. Too much light? Looks like too much. That looks about right, doesn't it? I guess. There you go. Running over bin bags. Look at that face. Give her a treat. I don't know. She's been eating too many treats, Adam, you know. I second this. Everyone's voting that Minx needs a treat. Mia, what's your final verdict? Okay, she's getting one. She hasn't had any today. Been trying to cut her back on the treats. It's the way I bribe her so she doesn't cut me with her nails. Wonder if everyone can still hear me. The mic's still attached. Everyone type in the chat, can you still hear me? Let me know. Oh, Minx has come out the cupboard. She's hiding in the food cupboard, right? Everyone, you ready? I hear you, fine, mate. Okay. Right, Minx, just here. Come on. He's all ready to see a feed. Come here. Just here. Ow! She cut me. You said make her stand up and she cut me. Thanks, Mia. Appreciate that, Mia. Thank you very much. Adam 7 fish tanks 1 cat. I haven't got 7 tanks yet. Adam 7 3 tanks 1 cat. Right, up here. Ow. Right, that's 2. 2 too many. You've had way too many already. We're trying to put minks on a diet. We need to get views somehow, don't we? The fish get views, me eating food gets views, and minks eating treats, of course. You can stop lurking now, you've had your treats. She will be fuming. Yeah, well, my sore finger there that she's just pierced with a nail is fuming. What are we thinking of the house plants, by the way, everyone? I'm just going to keep wheeling around. It's fun to have the freedom of space instead of being in my room marching over to my desk. As horrible as always. Barely edible. Minx is on an adventure. So everyone, if you haven't already, everyone that's in here, I don't think you have, we've got a giveaway. And if you haven't already entered the giveaway, you got a monster fish. I've got a monster catfish. Her name is Minx. She's over here. That's me monster catfish. I haven't got any. Damn, have I muted myself? There we go. Hello, Matt. Thanks for popping in. I'm gonna give you Uno reverse card. There you go. I'm giving you more privileges. There you go. Right. Someone was asking if I've got monster fish. No, I haven't. I've got a monster cat, an XL bully cat that likes to cut me. Yeah. So I was actually speaking about you earlier, Matt, saying thank you very much for giving me mod privileges on Friday. I was also saying that we're sorting something out in the near future, just building a bit of anticipation for that, hopefully. But yeah, of course, I was asking everyone, what is your favourite scape? Everyone let me know in the chat right now. Is the Roma 125 your favourite scape? Is the 90 litre your favourite scape? Is the 15? Let me know. Mia, what's yours? The 90 litre. Joe, you'd be very much glad to say the 90 litre is Mia's favourite. Oh, and it's Simon's favourite scape too. I did this, Joe helped. The other way around, Joe did that, I helped. The 15 litre, I did myself. You can let me know. Everyone's saying the 90 litre. Damn, is my scaping that bad? Or is Joe's scaping that good? Both look boss though. See, you're kind, Simon, you're kind. Matt, you've missed all the shenanigans. I'm having a Iron Brew and gin. I don't think I'll ever have this again. I've just did a mini mukbang as well. Right, Matt, I'll show you actually. Right. So, we have the Roma 125. With our epistogramma Benchy, who is very hungry. He's begging for food right now, look at him. We got our Blue Emperor Tetra, we got our Whiptail, some Plecos that will never come out, and some Coolie Loach. Also got some Salween Rock Catfish that is somewhere. They'll come out sooner rather than later. Oh, you're not a fan of Iron Brew, Matt? Come on. Come on, Matt. Iron Brew is amazing. Mr. G won't be happy with you. I'm sure another fish shop who will drop in the chat in a minute. So we've got ourselves the 90 litre. This is the latest big scape. This was from me and myself, Joe. This is the one that MJ Aquascaping the other day was reacting to. He watched the video on this tank. The guys at Horizon Aquatics, MJ and the other gent. I do apologise, I forgot your Instagram name. He was saying this, like MJ was really impressed with the video and liked it. The guys at Horizon liked it. The stocking's great. We've got, you know, an Episcopal Hongsloy, 10 Raccoon Tetra, some Honeycomb Woodcats. I'm not sure I have ever drank it. Really? Wow. You've got to give it a try, Matt. It's a particular taste, but they do loads of different flavours. Got some Amanos in there too. I'm tempted to say it instead of Mr. J. Hey, it's starting to rub off. Right, ignore the spikes, we'll move them. This is the latest Scape. This is the 15 litre that I've just set up. We've got our 9 Croak and Gourami Fry that are starting to grow up. We're going to get a sexable pair from these guys soon. Little guys that have been nicely and kindly donated to me by Alan, the social media manager of Wharf Aquatics. So massive shout out to Alan. Alan helped me out massively on the day when I can't even get my words out. When I visited Wharf Aquatics. That video is on 11k now, which is incredible. My second most viewed video. It's like Marmite. Yeah, it's definitely the Marmite of fizzy drinks. It's either you love it or hate it with Iron Brew. In my opinion, when I was a kid, I didn't like it, but as an adult, I love it. Got Pitbull Pleco. To be fair, I'm allergic to sweeteners. Oh, wow. Yeah, maybe that explains why my skin's a bit funny. Maybe I don't like sweeteners. Need to get that allergy test sorted sooner rather than later. But yeah, this is the most recent Scape. I did this one completely myself. It was just reusing the wood with epiphytes on, the rotala, some extra plants and stuff like that. I'm quite happy with this nano Scape. It's like a, you know, a diagonal kind of triangular Scape. I think it looks quite good. It needs to fill in a bit more. We've got our Scape 90. That's looking quite good. We've got our new pipes on there, so the people who were complaining about that Scape when that video was uploaded saying the pipes ruin it, yada yada, I was already working on it. I just had to, you know, film everything to get the video out. And then of course we've got that. So what is the biggest question is, what's your favorite tank? Everyone drop 1 for the 125, everyone drop 2 for the Scape 90, and everyone drop 3 for the Scape 15. Get your votes in now. I want to see what your favourite tank is. I've also forgot to show you, it's dead quick, I'll repeat myself again. We've got some fry, we've got some Madeca Ricefish eggs that were given to me by my friend Joe. And the Madeca Ricefish are starting to grow in. I'm going to put them in the tank soon, one of the tanks with a breeding container so some fresh water flow goes in. They've not long hatched. Everyone's saying 1. Oh, so everyone's saying 1 for the Roma. Interesting. I'm not sure if you're all confused or not. A couple of people were saying the Scape 90, so you all prefer the Roma instead. In my opinion, I think the nicest tank is the Roma. I really like the setup. It's so clean, it's easy. You know, it's so easy to get all your stuff in. We wheel over here. The Scape 90 is really good. And then of course you got the Scape 15. But it seems like the majority. Oh, numbers have all gone to 2 now. So 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. Yeah, so it seems like the winner is the Roma 125. You prefer the Scape. Yeah, I agree. I think I like the tank more, but I prefer the Scape of this. I do agree with you, that on Simon. That one. Yada yada. Ooh, if I press green screen, I have. Turn that off. Where's green screen? There you go. Butterfingers tonight. I keep pressing the mute button. I keep pressing green screen. What next? I think it's the wood that grabs your attention. What for the Scape 90? Yeah, I agree. I chose that piece of wood in all fairness. I chose it and the idea was essentially what Joe done, but he did it better than what I anticipated. He turned the wood round. It's a piece of spiderwood. I'm not usually a fan of spiderwood in all fairness, but I had the river cobbles and then he said, right, we need to go to AM Aquatics. It's got a X or Z at the end. somewhere near the dock in Liverpool, and Mia's GTA's blaring stuff out of.
I'm so sorry.
Take the controller out. Mia's playing GTA and someone's just called her and she's got a PlayStation 5 and it's blaring the sound effects out of the controller. That's funny. Hey mum, thanks for popping in. A nice Angel will look good in the 125. Yeah, I feel like I might do a switch around with the stocking on this tank next. I think I'm going to put the Raccoon Tetra, maybe the 125. I might move the blue Emperors over to the 90 litre. Or maybe I might go for something else. I'm figuring it out at the minute. I'm, you know, letting things settle first, letting the tank settle. Of course, I've been using the Optimus and Satis on the Scaper 50 and the Scaper 90. Both have worked incredible. Been testing the water every day with the NT Labs test kit. And been using all their equipment too that they sent over. So massive shout out to NT Labs. This week, we're getting a review video for Optimus and Satis. Amazing products. They've done great for the setup of both them tanks. They've kept the parameters perfectly fine. With a big move around like that, it's always scary to think about what could happen with your water parameters, what could happen with, you know, ammonia, nitrite and nitrate. But everything is perfectly fine, which is great to see. So I'm really happy that them products have worked exactly like it says on the bottle. So I've only got positive things to say about them, spoiler alert, without getting a review out. But yeah, I'm really happy with how they've done the job for me, really. But yeah, so like I was saying, upcoming projects. Hopefully sometime next month. They're brilliant products. Like you know, Matt, yourself more than anyone. The great products. I actually watched. I will openly hold my hands up. I've recently watched your Bobcat video. That was great. I didn't manage to catch your saltwater one until yesterday. I spent yesterday watching that video. Great video, Matt. Really great, easy beginner setup. A great explanation as to how to set up a saltwater tank. The more I hear about these marine saltwater setups, the more I'm really tempted. And financially, it's not super possible at the minute. But after watching a video like that, where it explains the ins and outs, of course, you need the test kits, you need the right equipment. And again, that tank was a really good kit that come with the skimmer and stuff like that. Like, I think it is an ideal. Financially it sucks. I 100% agree. Because, like you were explaining really well in your video, Matt, when you set up a saltwater tank, a lot of people, like people in freshwater, you can kind of get away with almost putting everything you want in the tank straight away. With marine, it's patience. You've got to make sure that, you know, the hardness, you've got to make sure that, I'm speaking like a novice because I am, but you've got to make sure everything's right. And that's what gives me a little bit of anxiety with marine, is that you've got to make sure everything's right before you jump the gun on throwing corals, nems, macroalgae, live rock, your fish, all that. That's kind of the, you know, the anxiety I get a bit about it. And I can see that, and it comes across in the right way. And explaining that to beginners in your video, where it shows people that, you know, you've got to take your time. You can't just jump the gun. You can't just get all the fish you want. You can't just get all the corals. It's a long work in progress. I guess that is something that I'd really appreciate. There is nothing more difficult about saltwater. There is more to learn. 100%. I'm a novice. I'm a complete novice in terms of marine saltwater. I've got friends like my friend Dion at the shop. She's been keeping marine for quite some time, and she's pushing Steve to maybe have marine in the shop one day too. But going to Finest Aquatics as well, and speaking to Mike, and speaking to Mike the owner as well, and speaking to the guys there too, like, it was an eye-opener. And as well, speaking to Henry from Element Aquatics, all these people chirping into my ear saying, get a marine setup. And you know what? especially going to Wharf too. I've seen the setup they had where you can get a shrimp, coral, or a couple corals or nems with a clownfish. I was like, that's a really great value setup. So yeah, I'm tempted. Will it be something that will happen in the near future? No. Will it be something that I'll do down the line? 100%. I don't want to live my life and say I've never kept a marine tank. I think that's a given. I cannot not at least give it a try. And you got to fail sometimes as well. And maybe if it goes wrong, I'll give it a go again. But yeah, I've got you've got to give it a chance at the end of the day, if you get what I'm trying to get at. Seen a video from MJ recently, saltwater bowl with macro algae. Yeah, I've got a friend as well, Sam the Macro Man on Instagram, the manager of Maidenhead Preston. He loves his macro algae and that. And his setups with the macro algae, it looks just like, looks as good, just as good as a freshwater planted aquarium. It's got all the reds, it's got all the greens, it's got all the colours. Like, yeah, I think I definitely want to give it a go, that's for sure. 100%. MJ's bowl is lush. Yeah, MJ is incredible at what he does. I'm not sure if you see him, Matt. I made a community post about it. My friend Joe, who helped me set up this 90 litre, he went over to Horizon the other day, and it was the weekend that's just gone. And yeah, it was great to see that, you know, people like yourself, people like MJ, people like Aquarium Adventures and stuff like that. You guys are the ones that paved the way for myself to just get the confidence to do something like this, to do a live, to film, to go and do these shop tours. And you know, even George Farmer too, who I haven't spoken to yet, but he's in our Discord. He hasn't spoken a word yet, hopefully he does. I think he will go live soon. I watched his recent update video on all his tanks. Paved the way for people like myself to do this and make my own videos and get the confidence to do these kind of things. And yeah, it's just heartwarming. It's a blessing. And yeah, it's great, honestly. The only thing that makes me want saltwater is the corals and the invertebrates. But gosh, it's so far out of my budget. 100% Johnny, I agree with you on that. Far out of my budget at the minute. But it's the corals. The corals are beautiful. Just it's so beautiful. I think that, like, you can get them colours on the fish with Mabuna or Malawi cichlids and stuff like that. But yeah, even the nano marine setup is minimum 500 quid, I think. Speaking to a few people, minimum 500. Definitely gives confidence to try new things in the hobby. I know by watching YouTubers I've learned and improved a lot. 100%, like, the objective with people like us, and again, I say like us, like I'm one of the big hitters, but maybe one day I will. But like, the idea for people like myself and you, Hooked, and the people that make content here, and Matt as well, is that, you know, the idea is to inspire people to get into our hobby and give it a go. If you haven't gave it a go, then give it a try. If you haven't kept a certain fish before, then give it a try. I really love, you know, setting up these tanks with fish that you wouldn't often see. So like the raccoon tetra, like the woodcats, like the salween rock cats. I've almost just knocked my tripod over. It's like, I like keeping these rare fish. Obviously, I've kept all the bread and butter, so that's number one. But number two, I'm able to showcase them on my videos and people go, what's that? I want to keep that. Why haven't I kept that? Maybe my shop should order it in. It allows people to try things out that they've never tried before, and that's the thing that I get enjoyment of. As crazy as it sounds, the personalities of saltwater fish is different to freshwater. Yeah, Matt, I agree with you. I actually do agree with you. It seems like they're a lot more individual, a lot more of an individual personality. Of course, you've got your sardines in the actual ocean that like ball up like a schooling fish would. But I know there was like something that my friend Mike at Finest Aquatics, when I'd done the saltwater / marine tour there, is he was saying that there's this fish, this whitish fish, are like, bless you, this whitish kind of fish. There was loads of them that are bred all over the shop. They said they're like the guppies of marine. Matt said, bless you, Mia.
Oh, thank you, Matt.
100%. At the end of the day, everyone is a hobbyist and is always learning new things. 100%. Like, that's why the idea of Keep Marine is starting to excite me and build this fire within myself to give it a go, because I haven't tried it before, so why not? It's the enjoyment of finding out. I've done this before. I've set up a freshwater tank. I've set up an aquascape. Maybe it's time to try out Malawi's. Maybe it's time to try out Tanganyika. Maybe it's time to try out a Hillstream setup. I really want to do a Hillstream setup. Really don't want to do gobies, Hillstreams, Pandagora. Oh, that tank in here, Finest, inspired me for sure. I thought that was Minx hissing for a sec. Nah, Minx ain't hissing. She's just here. You want a treat? You want one more treat for Matt and everyone else in here and Johnny? Matt hasn't, I said Matt for the sole reason that he hasn't seen you eat a treat today. You coming over? Come here, come on. Tanganyika are cool because they have great personalities. Yeah, I really want to try Shelly's. But I also want to try others. I don't want to do what is done too much before, because, you know, everyone's done the same thing almost. Here you go. Right, Mink's getting a treat. Yeah, up here. Ow, 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 ow. Yeah, the sardines, they're like a Tanganyikan version of schoonfish. I think, if I'm right in saying, I think MD has just done a video with the sardines, maybe, in his home tank. Mia, pull the lava up.
I can see your necklace.
Can you hear me? Yeah, it's working. It's back. Right, loads of bloodworm. What's going on? Wait, right. Mission bloodworm is a go and it's sunk. Oops. It's back, I think. Right. Thank God for that. Don't know what's going on. Mia, sort your Wi-Fi out. I'm kidding. We're going to have to change provider if this keeps happening. Bit weird. Got a syringe somewhere that I can like. Not syringe. It's back. Right. Everyone, is it back? Seems to be back. Can we carry on our live feeding? Just going to kick up this bloodworm into the water column again. I have to sprinkle a bit more than that in now. Half the bloodworm defrosted because the lava crashed.
You might want to angle it up a little. Yeah, there you go. That's better.
Nope, ha ha ha. It's like a scene in Jurassic Park where Ellie gets her power back on. Watch out.
Yeah, your messages are really slow. I saw that like 2 minutes ago.
If that wool cat was in the shop, my God, how many times will people think it's stuck? Yeah, it is not stuck, just to let everyone know. It's just chilling there. They genuinely just love to wedge themselves in places they shouldn't. Right, we'll back up and feed something else because we've now basically spoiled the live feeding. I literally saved it so everyone could watch the live feeding. Right. Okay. Can everyone hear me? I'm not sure, as we had some people lined up and then they changed dates. Oh, okay. I'm free for a podcast. I'm kidding. I'm not a big enough name just yet. Oh, the woodcats are out. One of them was just rooting around for the bloodworm. There you go. Oh wow, now woodcat is out and about. Let's show you. Quick. Look at that. Adam 7 fish bowls. Funnily enough, your name came up. Really? Are you sure? Hey, Matt, I'm more than welcome to pop up for a live. Not a live, sorry. A podcast. Let me know a date and I am available no matter what. Look at that chunky woodcat. I think she's the female with a lot of eggs. Right, time to feed some ProSoft Artemia. The Tetras absolutely love this stuff. Look at them going crazy for it. It's like, basically, it's baby brine. Look at that. We've thrown some ideas around. I don't know what you'd like to ask me, because I don't know what I'd ask me, but hey, listen, after having a nice conversation with the gents and ladies at NT Labs, you never know what the future may hold. But I'm sure it would make a lot more sense once I've sorted this review out anyway. Get that out, that is my next priority. Right, we've opened our lid. These guys know what's coming. Look at this. Here's a little bit of they absolutely love this stuff. Got my video call with them tomorrow, so we shall see. Oh. Don't threaten me with a good time, Matt. Because I am more than happy to attend. The imposter syndrome tells me otherwise, though. Right. Oh, we've knocked off our surface skimmer off our new lily pipes. One moment. Bought these nice new lily pipes. They look quite nice. Random question, anybody? By the way, any tips on making... I'll be honest, I don't know what that is. Matt, have you got an answer for my good friend Hooked Aquatics? I'm sure I know what it is, but you might have busted out with a Latin name or something scientific, and my brain's just kind of lagged. Right, there you go. Okay, I've sorted that out. Mission surface skimmer. Project surface skimmer is fixed. Oop, no it isn't. Right, I think the surface skimmer's fixed. Good pair of tweezers and patience. Well, at least Matt had your answer for you. Thank you very much, Matt, for answering that one for us. Have I just lost the surface skimmer again? Yeah, it's just got blown across the tank. Right, time to take the lid off. I thought I was being smart, taking the lid partially off, but that wasn't smart. Right, let's wipe the glass. We're in the... There it is, right. Sorry everyone, you'll get to see the tanks and myself in a moment. Just having a technical Issue with a lily pipe. When am I never not having a problem with a filter on a live, by the way? If you know, you know. You see me spending almost an hour. A lot of you actually sat there for almost an hour watching me literally struggle with my Fluval 107 filter, trying to get it to prime when it was the easiest solution going, but I was sat there for the longest time period trying to figure it out, like a caveman discovering fire. It was funny as hell, but yeah, I do apologize. These lives are so raw, aren't they? They're not very professional. If you like professional, I apologize, but I'm halfway there. I'm getting there. Work in progress. Maybe one day. There you go. I think Surface Skimmer's working now. Right. Lid, back on. Live, back on, please. Minx, get away from fish tank, please. Look at her. She's got an obsession. Right, come on, you. Come on, move. Just gonna... Yeah, come on. MD's cats seem a lot nicer than Minx. I mean, the kittens, so they've grown up with the tanks, so I guess it's okay. But when you've got a fully grown feral beast like Minx, who's not used to seeing fish, she's only been seeing them for the past year. Yeah, the past year. She's slow blinking me now. Listen, you.
She didn't like me brushing her.
We're having a conversation with everyone in the live right now. So what we're saying is that other cats aren't as mean as you. You like clawing at the brand new fish cabinet, yeah? You like scratching at the glass too. I prefer that you'd not do that. So maybe we get you some citrus smelling plugins so you stay away from the tanks if possible. You want a brush? Brush?
She doesn't.
Scratch? No, okay. Right, we'll speak to you later on. I'm getting judged now. Oh, ADHD moment, left the bloodworm on top of the lid. Thankfully it hasn't defrosted. Put that back in the freezer. Right here. Scat mat, don't forget that. Put lid back on before you put the scat mat in the tank. Sorted. Right, here we are. I'm back, everyone. So everyone there, let me know. Are you still bearing with me after all these technical issues with the live suddenly going mute, with it suddenly crashing I don't know how many times, and now me having a one-on-one conversation with a cat. Jaws theme, always when I see Minx. I agree with you. Thank you very much for the Discord drop-in, Johnny. Got you. Right, I'm glad everyone's still here. Say hi if you're still here. I can hear the Surface Skimmer blasting air out now. We'll sort that later. Oh, Johnny says hi. Adam says hi. We've still got people in here, thank God. Hooked is still here. Matt's still here, just about. He's hanging on. Could you pop a light on, please, Mia? It's starting to get dark. Yeah, this one, please. Thank you. Is my name highlighted for everyone else? Yeah, it's highlighted. I don't know why it's highlighted. I don't know. I did give you moderator privileges earlier on. Just as a way to say thank you for allowing me to be a mod in your live. But I don't know why it's highlighted your name. For me, VIP highlighted name. Boy, show me the aquarium. Why did I read that like God of War. Boy, show me the aquarium. Okay, you can see the aquarium if you ask politely. I'm kidding. Here you go. I'm not a boy though, I'm 25. Although I may look a bit younger than that. There you go, Matt's got mod privs. I think it's because you're a legend. Super elite. And I've just booted the... Y'all got aquariums. I got a pond in my backyard. Oh, nice. I do want to get a pond. We're in a flat, so we can't get a pond. But we'll get a pond one day. I'm looking at me for approval. Pond? Pond?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
When we get a big, nice house.
When we get a house. Okay. She said big, nice house. Maybe one day. Ha ha ha. I ain't no celeb. In Fish World, Matt, I would have this. My brain speaks a bit too fast. I would have to disagree. In Fish World, you are quite the celeb. Yo, what's up, brother? I see you have a celeb in here. Hey, Gert. I thought you look 36. Why, you ain't got no fish in it, though? Are you Irish or Scottish? That accent's sick. I am Scouse. I'm from Liverpool, so the accent is a bit of a mix-up. But yeah, no, there is fish in there. They're not huge, though. There you go. There's all my fish. See all the fish there. Oh, the Parotosinclaus heroldi. He is Irish. Shut up, Matt. Hey, to be fair though, I do have Irish blood in me. So I'm part Irish, part Scottish, English. There's your answer. What's good? Loves an iron brew and his Guinness. The iron brew doesn't back the or help the accusations. That's a pretty good idea. Yes, put koi in it. As long as it's fully sealed and you know it's not going to burst. That would be cool. Fish YouTube royalty. Yes. Is that a washing machine I can hear? Yes, it is. Okay. One sec, everyone. Everything's going on tonight. Where's the pause? Right, there you go, Johnny. It's fixed. Sounds like a jet engine. It's just... Oh, don't, Matt. Stop bullying me. It's his Temu filter.
PS5.
It's the PS5, actually. Mia's playing a very high graphic game with GTA 5 that was released over 12 years ago. Doesn't that make you feel old? No, we need to know the brand. Irish. Oh, there you go. Ireland mentioned for Hooked. And Hooked, fantastic. Hooked Aquatics. And the Scouse stole the iron brush. Oh, Johnny. You need to hoover out the vents on that PS5. Oh, honestly, I know PlayStations get really dusty, don't they? No, that's a common thing. Gosh, I remember queuing at Asda midnight release for GTA 5 on the 360. Wow. Johnny, I remember getting my mum and dad every day to run up the Tesco for me whilst I was in school to go and check. And none of them were there. And then after school one day, a month after release, because it was that rare to get a hold of GTA 5, that I went in the Asda with my mum and I went up to the counter and they didn't have the games advertised. They only had ciggies and cigarettes behind the counter. And I went, have you got GTA 5? And went, we've got one in stock. And I think my mum might have left, like, because I stayed behind to check. She left and I remember sprinting down the road and got my mum. I was like, Mum, I need you to come to Tesco now. Come. Ran back to the Tesco with her and finally got GTA 5. And then I remember loading the online up, got to level 5, and then the online crashed and I had to get back to level 5 again. That was my sadness. Jet 2 flight to Malaga taken off from Adam's fish room. No, that's just the washing machine. Oh, talking about holidays, I am going to Tunisia at the end of August for Mia's birthday. So, yeah, that's going to be fun. A nice week away. Little bit stressed out about leaving the fish tanks alone with Minx. We'll figure that out. I used to queue for all the Call of Duty games at midnight. Wow. My favourite Tetra species at the minute has to be between the Raccoon Tetra or the Blue Emperor Tetra. Personalities are amazing. But I think it's edged by the Raccoon Tetra. You don't get to see them too often. They're quite yellowy with red fins. They're always displaying, showing off to each other, doing breeding dances. They breed basically on a daily basis. I see them always laying eggs and that. It's great. Yeah, they're lovely fish. Lovely, lovely fish. What's a PS5 still on the Spectrum 128? But yeah, Matt, maybe if that podcast lands about the right time anyway, let me know around about the right time that I sent to you in July. Could maybe squeeze both in, that'd be amazing. Or I can just make the trip again. There's no rush at all. Did you say that Martin's on your live, by the way? I think you said Martin's no longer the manager of Maidenhead Taunton now. Who's the new manager of Taunton? It is sad how the excitement of midnight release games... Oh, yeah. Isn't that the heartbreak now? A lot of games are digitally released. So, like, you're not really fussed. And, like, you can literally, like, cheat around World at War. Yeah, World at War was great. Best card of all time. World at War, yeah. World at War or Modern Warfare 2, the OG, or Black Ops 1. They're, like, my top 3, I'd say. Oh, Martin's out of Wars, eh? Wow. That's massive congrats to Martin. That's huge. That's very big. Damn. Congrats to Martin. I'm a little sad now, as I was hoping to maybe meet him when I'd come down to visit yourself, but Cheryl's well deserving, of course. She's very knowledgeable from what I've seen of her on your videos and MD's videos too. She's been there quite some time now too, hasn't she? I think that's what Adam is. Big leap. Big up, Martin. Hey, Graham, thanks for popping in. I don't know what's all the fuss about better. I think angelfish are more expressive than better. They're filled with personalities. Better is overrated. You know what? I will sit on the fence on this one. I think I've never kept angelfish. I've kept betters. Betters have got amazing personalities. They're very individual, very personable. With age, they become lazy and kind of just sit there. Minx, stop it. Get down. Filled with personalities. Yeah, angelfish though, like, yeah, angelfish are like, I want to give them a go. I think I don't know if I'll ever get a tank for angelfish in this flat or whilst I've got these setups, but I definitely want to keep them. I've kept the wild betta cocaina. I want to try the mouth brooders. The betta splendens I've kept, males and females. Super personable, amazing, but it's heartbreak when you lose them. And with genetics, over time, I found they've started to become a lot more prone to diseases, tumours, especially the longer fin ones too. So that's where I'm like, yeah, I can kind of agree and say that maybe you get a lot more issues with betas than you would. But maybe again, same with angels. We've had a lot of angels come in the shop where they've been perfectly healthy and then they randomly started gasping. Parameters have been fine. Oxygen's fine. There's air stones everywhere. Water flow's fine. It was just weird, like weird like diseases. So I think, yeah, there's pros and cons to both fish. I'm going to sit on the fence on this. I think both are great fish. If you get a good genetically well fish. Yeah, it is great. You can still meet him. He lives 5 minutes from me. And he's still one of your best mates. Oh, that's really nice to hear, Matt. And of course, he's only around the corner. You did say as well you've been to his wedding too. So, yeah, like, I appreciated when MD started going back to Taunton again because, of course, like, he took a break from going to the shop. But when Martin started getting comfortable in front of the camera and that, you started to see, like, his inner fish keeper come out. And with that big giant tank that you had the puffer in and your stingrays, it was, like, it was great to see the fish that he selected, like what he had preference on like the whiptails and stuff like that. Like that's where like he started ticking boxes for me because I've got a red lizard whiptail in here now. The type of fish I've got a feeling we kind of like similar species of fish. So that's where I was like, oh, it's great to see his personality and the fish that he likes come across on camera. But I wish him the best of luck with the Waz anyway. I'm sure he's going to do great there. Really great company, really great products too. He is a brown fish keeper. If you say brown, am I right in saying that he's the type of fish keeper that keeps the type of fish that not many people would, or like the type of fish that like people would look over? Never been a fan of angels. I have 2 now that I'm not over keen on. I'd like to set up a discus tank. Yeah, I think a lot of people like to label Severums and angels as poor man's discus. I think discus are beautiful. Exactly. Yeah, see, I nailed it on the head. That's where me and him get along great, Matt, because I love all these weird little wonderful bits and bobs. I'm sure you do. You like your stuff as well. You're weird and wonderful, but of course, with YouTube as well, it's very difficult in it. You've got to kind of keep what will be perceived or liked in videos and will gain traction and views. And I think that's what I need to kind of do more of maybe in the future, is keep the bread and butter to maybe lure people in and then show them the kind of rarer stuff that I like. Otherwise, then, you know, how am I going to lure people in the first place when they're going to look at something and go, I don't know what that is, and they'll just breeze past it. When you see a neon or a cardinal on camera, it like shouts out to you straight away, or better fish. Every better fish video or anything with better in the title goes boom to the moon on YouTube. Mr. G, Martin, thank you very much. Mr. Who, yeah, Mr. Who, where you been, Martin? Come back, we miss you in Discord. We miss you. The Iron Brew's out for you tonight. Loads of chat going on tonight now. Hi, Tyler. Hope you're good, mate. It's nice seeing you and your mum and your brother. It's Aaron's little brother. Oh, Johnny, where you been? Johnny's been here. Discus are overrated. They have less personalities than angels. They're static. Agree to disagree. Every time I approach my angel, he wiggles. Even though he knows I'm not giving him any food, he interacts with me. Yeah, TikTok goes crazy for better content. I agree. You want to know my pet peeve with the internet in terms of like a certain type of fish video? I'm going to take this necklace off so it stops interfering with the mic. If you know what necklace it is, I'll show you. Shout out to Mia's mum. She got me this necklace as a gift for Christmas. If I can get it off me. There you go. It's a little koi. Silver koi. Cool necklace, isn't it? Right. That's off. My video didn't. Yeah, some videos go boom to the moon in terms of better. But yeah, like I was saying, my pet peeve with the certain better type content, I'm sure Matt might agree with me on this. I think it's a very Americanized kind of content too. is in these PetSmarts or Petcos that they have over in the US or the States, and they have betters in cups, and like someone will go, today I'm going to rescue a betta fish, and then they take it from the cup, they take it home, and then they throw it in an uncycled tank with pink gravel. Are you really saving that fish? They're either doing that or they're taking it and then they're taking it home and then they're promoting the saving the betta. And you want to know what that company does? They'll see them videos and they go, oh, that's amazing, more people are going to buy them. Why don't we just leave more of them to sit on the shelf, and that promotes people buying more bettas to save the mistreated, hurt, sad betta, so then people go and set up these tanks for them. It's kind of a weird toxic cycle, I think, with the whole betta trend, you know, about saving them from the shop kind of idea. And that's where I think that I would probably say that's my pet peeve with that type of betta content. I've seen that more than more than I can count, these type of betta videos where there's a sick betta in a cup on a shelf, someone saves it and takes it home. Totally agree about the bettas. Yeah, that's what I mean, Matt. It's like, I do agree, bettas are one of the more unfairly treated fish in the hobby. It's 100% a thing. Like, they'll sit there for months, and I've seen them come in from like really, really good importers from all across the world, working in a fish shop on 2 different occasions. One a few years ago, working in a fish shop the past 7 months. You'll see them come in from great suppliers, amazing quality fish, but they're transported in a literal bag, less than the size of my palm, with an inch of water and just a fish in it. And you go, I don't know where this idea has come from that you think it is suitable for them to come in that. They'll survive in that, don't get me wrong, because that's what they're known for, surviving in these little puddles in the wild. But it's just this massive mistreatment. I think they deserve a better treatment. I know when Steve set up our shop anyway, he aimed for bigger sized tanks for the bettas because he wanted to provide a better quality of life for the fish. He didn't want to put them in the little tiny cube rack system. I know that's a way that some shops display them, but I've spoke to quite a few shops on occasion, and more than often than not, they will find them jumping out or they'll find them ill because they're on this little drip system that goes down. It's like a very old school system. It's like a little rack or shelf where it drips down, and then you're spreading the disease across each tank. And with bettas being very prone to diseases, it's just trickling down, and eventually you have a bit of a wipeout. So yeah, it's a whole rabbit hole to get down with bettas. Yeah, exactly, it's still a living thing. Can't stand the shock fish YouTubers. Look what I rescued out of this creek. Don't, because like, I'll get onto that topic in a minute. I'm not wanting the fish to survive. I'm trying to make mine flourish. That is the best way to sum it up. My opinion is I'm buying fish for my tanks, for my aquascapes, but my aquascapes that I'm setting up, I want to be as natural as possible. For example, like this tank right here. On the face value, you can see 14 blue emperor tetra and a pistogramma hongsl. Sorry, over time. A pistogramma benshi. That's all you can see, in a couple of ram's horns and an otto. Also in there is 3 salween rock cats, 2 plecos, a whiptail catfish, and 3 coolie luge. But you can't see them. And the reason for that is that the scape was designed and set up to allow the fish to hide and still look like an aquascape. That's what I really like about my aquascapes that I do, is that I like setting up a tank where it allows the fish to flourish, feel comfortable, but also still look stunning as well. So you've got the benefits on both sides, that you've got the visual appeal and also the appeal for the fish to thrive and have a nice environment. See you later, Tyler. I'm getting tropical. Oh, nice. Hopefully it goes well for your Fantasy Queenie. The chat is starting to flow now. I wasn't expecting this. Loads and loads of people in tonight. Yeah, so talking about that shock content, I remember doing a thumbnail where I went like this, and I cringed so hard that I had to delete it. I just couldn't. I couldn't upload that. I had it up for maybe a couple hours or a day, and I went, no, need to get rid of that. It was like, I got 1,000 subscribers. Wow. I'm like, ugh. And it does well on YouTube. It does really well. But I hate it. Yeah, he ordered 100 guppies. Mausolea will want better lighting, so keep out of the shade. I've got a new tank which I spent £150 and accessories. If you want Fantasy Queenie, if you have Discord installed, my friend Johnny or someone in here will drop the link to our Discord server in there. If you want to post some pictures and gain some advice, you can drop it in there, so then we'll be able to directly give you a bit more advice on what your setup requires and needs and how we'll be able to help you out a bit more. Johnny works in a fish shop. He's a manager of Maidenhead Blackpool. You got myself, who is the social media person of Wirral Aquatics / used to work in the shop. You've got Fish Shop Matt, of course, who is a YouTuber with 100k subscribers, who used to be the manager of Maidenhead Taunton. And yeah, there is fish shop managers, fish shop workers, fish shop owners, people of all different knowledges. You've got Rebecca as well, who is a literal fish biologist too. So there's plenty of people in there. If you're looking for a bit of advice, we can maybe help you out with that. I'm only getting tropical, not marine. Yeah, no problem. If you drop here some pictures of your tank, and if you want some advice, we can maybe give you some help on that. Our Discord's amazing, and that's what I love about it. Like, people need some advice, I direct you there. Because on a live, I can only say so much without physically seeing what your setup is, what your tank is, all that stuff. Guppy is king in my eyes. Love is forever. I know you love guppies. Do you like saltwater, freshwater? Why? I love freshwater because it's easier for me, and it's what I've learned and obsessed over since I was younger. However, I do want to get into marine / saltwater. Financially, not the best time for me to do so, but it'll be a thing that we'll take up sooner rather than later. Right, what we're going to do, everyone, is I'm just going to scoot back over here now. I'm just going to plug in the charger. I've just realised I can't plug in the charger. I realised that the mic has to go. Right, everyone, I do apologise, but the mic is going to be disconnected because we're going to lose our phone or lose the live. Iron Brew Martin. Martin, I expect when I go to Glasgow in December, a very nice Iron Brew from yourself. And yeah, if there's anything exclusive up there anyway. Right, I'm going to take my mic off. Right, everyone, can you still hear me? The tank itself is quite nice. I like it. Oh, that's good. There you go. That's a good backdrop, isn't it? Right. I'm going to put the mic away now. Wherever the mic charging kit is. It's over here. Apologise, everyone, that the quality of audio may have dropped, but if you want me to carry on live, then yeah. Yup. All these guppy haters are going to have me cry myself to sleep tonight. Guppies are nasty. They look like a capsule. This is a question for you, Matt. What's your opinion on guppies? I know MD absolutely loves guppies and endlers. Guppies, from a fish shop worker's point of view, thank you very much. Wow. Massive shout out to Martin, Mr. G, for being a A7FT big fan, channel member for 11 months going now. Congratulations and thank you to you, Martin, for that. I do appreciate that. Thank you very much, Martin. For being a channel member for 11 months. I appreciate that so much. Yeah, so talking about the guppy situation, if you work in a fish shop, more than enough you've dealt with guppies and you know that they are the fish that die the most. And that can come down to what they're raised in, how they're raised, the water they've been in, how prone to disease they are, genetics and stuff like that. Yeah, they have issues, don't they? They always seem to die. I love guppies, but to be honest, don't dislike many fish. Wow. I don't dislike guppies, but I feel like they are the fish that are so prone to death. Like, if you're working in a fish shop, the fish that you will most likely find dead the most on a daily basis will be a guppy. That's what I say. I like angelfish. I think they're cool. They are cool. Yeah. Legend, I'd say. Bit stressy for me, kind of frantic. Yeah, I agree with you, Martin. I think that's my standpoint with guppies, is that, like, when you set up a tank like what's behind just there, you got the tetra, and they'll naturally, like, group up and school around and do their own thing. But when you got guppies are like little puppies. They'll swim around frantically at the front, and they will always, always, always be begging for food. If you're trying to get like a peaceful setup where you just want to sit back and watch, they're not the fish for you. But if you're looking for something a bit more personable and a lot more like activity and personality, that's why a lot of kids are kind of like pushed towards them or lean towards them. Phone died when the Discord was mentioned. How do I join? Yeah, if someone could please repost the link to our Discord, please. You're more than welcome to join. John Rudd. It's super active. We've got 60 plus members in there. Quality diver fish for Corys to breed up. I love Corys. This is the first time in my whole 4 almost 5 years now. I've been in the hobby 6 years. It's the first time in almost 6 years that I've not had Corys. I kind of feel a bit sad about that. But I opted for these woodcats that don't do as much as Corys. Now, the reason I opted for the woodcats is I wanted a lot less disturbance with substrate and stuff like that. Although this is a sand lane, you got the gravel in the back, so the Corys wouldn't do much. I might convince myself to get Corys again. I think I am. I love Corys. Corys are great. These super blue Emperor Tetra are my new favourite fish. Oh, if Harry had never shown me them type of Emperor Tetras, I wouldn't have never gave them a go. Johnny, cheers, buddy. I had a beginner goldfish. I've been raising them, but I felt bored easily, so I upgraded. Ethan Wright, have you got the honeycomb surface feeding yet, or are you still target feeding? Oh, hey, Ethan. Is this Ethan from Instagram? Where am I from? I'm from Liverpool. He's from Ireland. Stop, Johnny. Oh, hey, Ethan. Massive shout out, everyone, to Ethan Wright. Oh, thank you very much, Johnny. Appreciate that so much. Thank you for being a channel member for 10 months now. Yeah, appreciate that so much, Johnny. You've been a channel member since basically I met you, since I've done the tour at Maidenhead Blackpool, and you've looked after me and been a friend since. I'm literally going to your wedding next year. That's crazy. Yeah, everyone check out Ethan Wright on Instagram. If you want to put your Instagram handle in the chat now, Ethan, please do. Ethan is a very knowledgeable person in the catfish community. He's written a piece on honeycomb woodcats, actually. And speaking of that, Matt, Fish Shop Matt, I know you're still in here. Ethan Wright, he's so knowledgeable. He's written quite a few pieces now. I know that you're good friends with Alex B, who is working at Practical Fish Keeping. If you're looking to maybe point someone towards for Alex to go towards in terms of writing a piece in PFK, Ethan is your guy. Ethan's got a lot of knowledge. He's got a lot of experience with keeping these rarer species, and I'm sure he'd be great in PFK for writing some pieces up for sure, or giving some pieces for the magazine. He's a super knowledgeable guy. He's been helping me out massively. Yeah, so with the honeycomb woodcats, I dropped some bloodworm in. They're starting to come out in the light a lot more frequent, I've noticed. I started getting them feeding a lot more active since I started adding Repashy. In the mornings, I'll add like a tiny block of Repashy. They'll have a bit of that. They'll have some bloodworm. I've stopped target feeding them now. They actually go around and look for the food, which is good. Got some chunky female there, and I think that's the male. There's another one hiding in between that rock there too. But yeah, they're doing great. Any breeding action? You know what? This chunky female right here has been digging and creating a little ditch. I've noticed she's getting rounder and rounder. Maybe we've got some breeding action starting to develop. Only time will tell. I've got a little Savu pod just there, if you can see. That's just tucked in there. If they want to go in there, they can. If they want to go in between the rocks, more than welcome to. It's funny that I've got one of the woodcats just chilling, literally right there on the twig. And it goes there every time. It'll go out and about, look for its food, and then eventually find itself there. It's not stuck at all. Originally, I thought it was stuck. It just likes this little spot in the open, which is weird. But honeycomb woodcats, they are a little nocturnal, and they also are not the best in terms of eyesight too. Whoa, flip the camera. I like the look of marine fish, like Nemo's, longcomb cowfish. I hate the hard work, most expensive to look after. But anything tropical, I do like the look of. Sponsored by Febreze. Johnny, drop in the chat what everyone's asking. Are they asking for me to go on pro clubs? It's going in the wash, isn't it? No. Let's have a look. Cheers for the shout out. Yeah, want to get into my article writing more now. I finished my master's degree, working on another publication at the minute. I'll be full writing mode. Oh, great. Well, best of luck to you, Ethan. Just Brad. Everyone else is blanked in. I know Harry doesn't want to go on it anymore after the domestics that happen on there. Wow, glad to know that you like marine. I like reef, thinking out loud to set up a marine tank. That's why I ditched my discus, in all honesty. No money going on to saltwater. Thought you'd paint the rack red. Martin, the idea was the rack was meant to be black, and then the original rack I received didn't have any support beams in the middle. So imagine having a big tank and then you're only relying on the side bits. Yeah, I wasn't going to chance that. The MDF board would have went blip. Oh, nice to see you in here, Graham. Thank you so much for popping in. Appreciate you popping in, pal. Shout out to Graham, Aquarium Adventures. Go and check him out. Mr. G, Red for United. No. Yeah, the rack was meant to be black. It's blue. But yeah, we've had loads of people in here tonight. We've had Ethan from Instagram. Massive appreciation. If you can ever help me get one of them little woodcat / orca models, if you know the person that made that, I'd love to get one of them to put on the rack or shelf. Beautiful piece that they gave you for the CSG. Another handsome Scotsman. I'm sure Graham's blushing right now. The two mighty fish YouTubers collide. Two heavy hitters. Graham's on 80k now, or near 80k, 70, 80k. Matt's on 100k. I'm a small fish in the pond, and I've got two you guys watching me live. What am I doing right here? Let me know. Because we've got 15 people here right now. 16 now. 22 likes. Been going live for 114 minutes. I've been yabbering and talking and all that stuff about random stuff. What actually makes you tune in? I genuinely want to know. What makes you come in and go, tonight I'm going to spend my time and sit on a Tuesday on a weekly basis, sit and watch Adam whilst he's sipping an Iron Brew and having a mukbang at the beginning, chasing the cat round, do his live. And like, yeah, that is my question for you all. What is your reason for coming in? You're a genuinely nice guy and you're grinding, keeping at it. Thank you very much, Matt. I appreciate that. Genuinely, Matt, before this live, I was at a family birthday party. I was enjoying a couple of gins. I'm not a gin drinker, but the gin was the only beverage on the go. I enjoyed a couple of gins, and I turned to my mum and was like, right, we need to head back. And she understands, she was in the live earlier watching, supporting me. And yeah, we had to flee and drive. We went to Southport an hour away, and we had to drive an hour back to get back and do our live because it was promised, it was scheduled. We do this on a Tuesday every week, and yeah. I'm not here for the ego boost, by the way, everyone. Before you start putting your nice comments in, I'm just genuinely intrigued as to why you think, you know what, I'm going to spend my time sitting watching this weird Scouser yabber on for over an hour or more. It's your personality, genuine passion and humble, no ego. Thank you so much, Martin. I appreciate that comment. Support your friends. Thank you, Johnny. Appreciate that so much. That is a genuine question. Do you find me entertaining the slightest? Surely I do if you sat here watching. Really personable, great content too. Thank you so much, Hawk. I appreciate that. I'm trying to edit a video. It keeps crashing at 98% rendering. So you're providing a welcome break. Well, I'm glad to be providing that break for you, Graham, and stopping me launching the PC out the door. Listen, Graham, the other week, I'd buy you a pint. Thank you, Martin. You're a good guy. It don't take a lot of effort to hit the like button. You're here answering questions and giving advice. Thank you so much, John Rudd. I appreciate that. Yeah, you converted me. Is Mia on The Sims now?
How the hell?
Yeah. Simon has just outed you right there. This is the thing. I've took the mic off now to keep my phone on charge. And obviously you can hear a lot more things going on in the background now. The Sims music is blaring out the telly and Simon's just outed you right now. That's hilarious, that. I had that the other week, Graham. It was because I didn't have enough space on my PC. Hope you sorted it. Yeah, what happened the other week when uploading this video, 5 times. Right, let me back this up. I know everyone's suggested the audio website thing. I'm going to check that out with the Netscape. I chanced it with this one up here using the CapCut audio. 5 times I uploaded a video on the Scape. Multiple different audios that I copyright checked all over the internet. Copyright free. Put into YouTube. 5 minutes, fine. It was ready to upload. Bam! Strike. Bam! Strike. Just done my head in, man. We got there eventually. The music was okay in the video. Could have been better. Maybe. The original audio I selected was great. Yes, it was. Did YouTube not like it? Yes. Was it copyright striked? Yes. We ended up with this. Great Scape. Great video. Audio was good. Could have been better. It's life of a YouTuber. Just heard it in the background. My bird loves it. Hey Mia, maybe you and Simon's girlfriend should do a Sims collab.
Oh my god, please.
That's what happened to me this morning. Copyright on music shouldn't exist. I agree and disagree. Like, it's like, remember Ed Sheeran brought Thinking Out Loud? When your legs don't work like they used to before. That song, there's like a massive court case still ongoing, or was going, because, just on your videos. Thank you. But I remember Ed Sheeran done that. And like, I think, I've been feeling fine. Apparently, that's got a similar beat to Thinking Out Loud. And then like they were like trying to take Ed Sheeran's song down because it slightly sounded the same. Ed won. Oh yeah. On royalty-free music as well. Disaster. Yeah, royalty-free music. If someone brings a piece of music out and it is specifically labeled royalty-free, then it should be royalty-free. Isn't that the point? Or is it these people that do it as a tactic so then later on they can, you know, cash in? I had it in my shop Facebook post, used royalty-free music. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what song you're on about. You're going to have to sing the whole thing. No, Graham, don't bait me out. No live singing tonight. We're not doing that. Live singing with Adam Sevenfish songs. Brad, no. Brad, welcome to the live, Brad. Thank you for joining. Brad's like, why isn't Adam playing pro clubs right now? How dare he be live on YouTube on his weekly 8 p.m. live? Hey, I wouldn't mind playing some pro clubs, but I know that causes domestics with people. I'm more than happy to play a bit though. I mean, as in general. On YouTube videos, it could be in the TV in the background. You get strike. These artists make enough money. They strike people on YouTube making barely anything. Yeah, yeah. I will share your next live to my community chat if you sing the whole song. That's a tough one, Matt, because you've got a large audience there, and if I start singing... No, Johnny, no. Oh, good on that. No, because I know you've got a large audience that I could reach. But do I want to reach that large audience by me singing an awful rendition of I've Been Feeling Fine or Thinking Out Loud by Ed Sheeran? I don't think so. Oh, Benfica beat Bayern Munich today. Just got a notification if you like your football. Sing the Ginge. People are watching YouTube videos for content, not the music. Exactly. Someone clip it. No one clip it, please. Might be better than crying. Shut up, Steve. I will share it next time anyway, as you've helped us, Matt. Thank you very much, Matt. I appreciate that. You've already helped out enough anyway. Like me going to Anfield and saying the stadium is packed because of me. No, it's actually because of the game. There you go. How big of a tank do I need for a Goliath grouper? I swear you can't keep them in fish tanks. And if you do, it's got to be like an actual giant aquarium. I think they've got them in Dubai. I think. They're huge though. I wouldn't, yeah, I don't think you have an aquarium. Goodbye, Jesse. Jesse Pinkman. 1 million litres, yeah. 100k gallons. Yeah, a Goliath grouper. Jesse Pinkman, man. Hey, Mia, Jesse Pinkman joined the live.
Oh, wow.
One of my favourite series, Breaking Bad. Do the fish not grow to the size of their bowl? You can grow 8 foot. Just figuring out Discord. Could someone share the link again? Yeah, if someone could drop it in again. You're more than welcome to join, Ethan, as well. We've got plenty of knowledgeable people in there. The GA aquarium has a whale shark, mate. Wow. Yeah. There's some things that you think, should they be kept in captivity? I know I've watched the whole documentary on like actual great white sharks. Like great whites can't be kept in aquariums because there's something to do with the electrodes or like the electronic field that like their sensors in the nose or like the front of the shark basically rams into wherever the electricity is because they pick up on it. Yeah. Jesse, you can't keep letting them get away with this. Oh, YouTube names, man. It's funny. A guy joined my live. Why does this keep happening? One day I'll get it right. One day I'll stop muting myself. Anyways, right. So, let's get back to it. So there's a guy that joined my live, so talking about funny YouTube names. The live title is Let's Talk Fish, and his fish channel name was Fish. And he joins in and goes, it's like, what? Sign language on the telly, Johnny. Oh, pack it in. So yeah. Is it gone again? Is it back? Hello? Can you hear me? Okay, right. Yeah, so his name's Fish, and the live's name is Let's Talk Fish. And he come in and went, what do you want to talk about? I'm like, sorry, what? And he goes, well, you're saying let's talk fish, so let's talk. I'm like, oh, for God's sake. He joins in and goes, I'm back again. What do you want to talk about this time? It's funny. I appreciate funny stuff like that. So when I'm moderating for Matt's Live, if someone does anything like that, Can she sign in Scouse though? My stepsister can sign. I can get her to translate. Listen, you already need people to translate for my accent anyway, so it's fine. Can anyone? I don't think anyone can translate Scouse, really. I think you need a scripture like chicken, 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 chicken and a can of Coke. Chicken and a can of Coke. There you go, I said it. Clip it. There you go. Did the Scouse thing. I'm using subtitles. Oh, you wound up, Steve. Right. Here's our aquarium. Raccoon tetra are running about. Say running, they're swimming about. There you go, look at that. Right. Me, everyone can hear your Sims.
Oh my god, sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably plant out the back of this tank a bit more. I have added some new crypt. I forgot the name now. It's gone on my head. I ordered some new crypts. I put them in the back. I'm just waiting for them to grow out. But yeah, this tank will look lovely when it fills in the back. The question is, does Mia torture her Sims?
Well, I've made you.
Oh no, she's made me, everyone, so I've got a feel. Jungle Val would look nice, but I think the idea with Joe is he wanted a lot of large cryptocorns in the background. There's some Sagittaria in the back that grows quite tall, and then we've got the, you know, the Valus, and no, we've got the cryptocorn Balance growing over the top. So that's going to fill out that corner. That's going to fill out there, and then you got the crypts and the Liliopsis there, so... Yeah, it should work out eventually if we get it working with the CO2. Time will tell. Yeah. Is he singing, yeah? Brad, no. The reason Brad's come in is because he heard that I was going to be singing. That's awful, that. The only time you come in to support me on a live, Brad, and you want to hear me sing, I'm not having you clip it and use that as emotional blackmail in the group chat. There's already enough of Harry screen recording me on FaceTime. Just doing me teeth once. I've seen mixed results about using CO2 up the Moor Park. Thanks for the good chat, everyone. Moor Park is calling. It is calling me too. We've been live now for a good... Johnny Flamingo. Yeah, we have now been good. We've now been live for 129 minutes, about 130. So with that, before I start going a bit delusional and speaking to the cat again and a one-on-one conversation telling her to stay away from the tanks, I think we'll end it there. Has everyone hit the like button? Thank you very much. Ocean Disasters, I appreciate that very much. We're going to end the live there. Appreciate everyone popping in. It's been a great live. Loads of people in. Big YouTubers, big people in the community, friends and family alike. Appreciate you all watching as always. Thank you so much. 27 likes. As always, everyone, have a great night, great day, great morning, wherever you are in the world. Take care. See you later. Bye-bye.